Welcome to Living Life, the magazine show where experience meets inspiration. Each week we dive into vibrant stories. Join our hosts, the delightful Charmaine Ford and Cecilia Salazar, as they celebrate our bold, brilliant, mature adults. Welcome to Living Life.
Learning is a lifelong adventure, not just something we leave behind in our youth.
And no matter your age, it's never too late to discover a new talent.
That's right.
Build a new skill or chase a long-held dream.
Welcome to Living Life. Today's episode, lifelong learning, new skills, new life. It's all about how learning can spark joy, purpose, and connection with adults 50 and over.
Like us.
Oh, you speak for yourself, huh?
We'll explore local programs, inspiring stories, and simple ways to reignite your curiosity. We're joined today by a woman who embodies all of this. Please welcome today Rhona Baptiste.
Rhona has spent the last few years learning, teaching, and mentoring in some truly amazing ways. We're excited to learn more about her journey.
This week in Living Life, 3 ways to strengthen your hips and legs at home to ensure your mobility. We learn how investing can make your retirement stressless.
This week, we show you how to unlock your creative spark, connect with others, and challenge yourself in ways you never imagined.
Our guest, Rhona Baptiste, is living proof that it's never too late to evolve, explore, and enjoy.
Rhona Baptiste is a retired educator, published author, and a podcast host. Known for her show Senior Moments, Rhona celebrates the voices and experiences of older adults while encouraging curiosity and learning at every age. She's also the author of Trinidad, a dictionary of words and proverbs, preserving Trinidad and Tobago's unique language and oral culture. In every chapter of her life, Rhona proves that it's never too late to grow, give back, and keep learning.
Rhona, tell us what inspired you to keep learning and exploring after retirement.
Well, I guess the first answer that comes to me is that it's a natural thing, I guess. Maybe I was born curious, and I'll just be bored if I did nothing at all. But at this age coming up. So that's it.
Yeah.
Keep active.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Rhona, after retirement, what were some of the challenges and surprises that you encountered?
Well, I think Stephen just suggested that she was adventurous. And I think adventure has been always part of my nature. I mean, after all, I married Rhona Baptiste. So what do you expect? Therein lay the first challenge. But once I had retired, and that is a good question because retirement was never an option for either of us. So once, I suppose it had dawned on me that, right, given on retirement, and this happened after returning from China, and this would have been around 2011, when we realized we were back. Our 2 sons were grown, and I suppose there was no job waiting for us.
Empty nesters, yeah.
Yeah. So what remained was a challenge in itself. And without the nitty-gritty of getting out to the job, which was publishing, first to the Express and then subsequently with our own company, which was Scribbling Information Systems, which was an electronic publishing company, which was like a pioneering event. That never happened before. Touchscreen computers were now coming in. We introduced that in a sort of new idea that was a museum for visitors.
So that's the pressure in.
We
So
were-
you never stopped.
Exactly.
You never stopped. It became challenging.
Right. So what retirement meant after that was an entirely new spectrum of what we do with all this publishing skills and so we went back into publishing and we traveled for a number of years doing adventure books. It's because In Search of America's Soul was essentially traveling through 8 cities of the U.S. After we returned, during our retirement now, this is our former retirement, but here we are doing a book.
Living life.
Yes, living life and writing a book on it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's we don't get sponsors for books. But you know, when we in the entertainment
Right,
business, I know what a challenge that is.
Yeah.
But anyway, we did it, and we never, up to now, we haven't stopped writing books and publishing them because that is the business we knew.
Exactly.
So retirement, therefore, was never really an option.
Let's look now at how movement and learning go hand in hand with this week's Living Life Food and Fitness.
Can staying fit after 50 really be simple? A lot of us think exercise at this age needs to be intense or painful to work. But what if the real answer is something you can do at home in just a few minutes a day? I'm Coach Jonathan from New Fitness, here to show you how movements can be safe, effective, and even enjoyable. No gym required. So here we have Ariel Edwards, and she's helping me demonstrate box squats, right? So this movement actually targets the quads, the hamstrings, and the glutes simultaneously. So Ariel, let's see how to do box squats. Right, so the goal is to make sure your back remain neutral, you're going long slow in 3 seconds tempo, and you want to come up fast, right? So as I mentioned, targets the quads, the hamstrings, and the glutes. Perfect to do at home for your lower body, you know? Nice. Okay, great. So our next exercise is wall push-ups. That targets the chest, the tricep, and the shoulders simultaneously. So we have Ariel, she's going to demonstrate the movements. As I mentioned, the goal is to target the chest, triceps, and shoulders simultaneously. You want to find any wall of preference. You're going down as low as you're able to go to your own limitation, and then pushing back up. You're going down slow, coming up fast. So based on your fitness level, you have the option to either stay up here, or you could gradually come down to increase the difficulty levels of the movement. Yeah? Okay, great. So next up, we have something called Superman, which targets the rhomboids and the lats simultaneously. All you need is a floor at home. Most people have floor. So you're gonna lie down in the meantime, Ariel. She's gonna demonstrate the movements. As I mentioned, it targets your rhomboids and your lats simultaneously. No weight required. You can do the comfort at your home. Yeah? I'm Coach Jonathan, here to remind you that keeping fit helps you live your best life. You can follow us on New Fitness 868 on Instagram and my personal account at Coach Jonathan on Instagram as well.
Before you take your omega-3 supplement, check for the natural product number NPN on the label. This unique code shows that Jameson products have approved rigorous Health Canada testing for safety and effectiveness. Unlike some supplements that carry disclaimers like not approved by the FDA, Jameson Omega-3 is the trusted choice, offering 1800 milligrams of EPA and DHA for heart health. Choose quality. Choose Jameson.
At Rhona Medical Clinic, we believe that everyone deserves access to quality healthcare. Whether routine checkups, diagnosis, or treatment, we use the latest technology to offer an array of medical services. Our highly skilled doctors and compassionate staff work together to provide accurate results and minimal wait times. When we say healthcare is our priority, we mean it. Renowned Medical Clinic, world-class healthcare right here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Whether it's movement or mental muscle, it's all about keeping sharp.
And that brings us to another important area, turning your passion into purpose.
Welcome back. Last week, we learned why risk matters. Today, let's pin down your risk number and show you what to do with it. The secret is a 7-question self-test. How long until you need the cash? How did you feel when markets fell in 2020? Would a 10% drop make you sell, hold, or buy more? Each answer moves a slider from 1, ultra cautious, to 99, full throttle. Most retirees land somewhere between 30 and 55. Let's meet 3 real people just like you. Jean, she's 68. Her score was 28 and she's conservative. Lives on dividends, hates loss. Brian, he's 59 and his score was 47. Moderate. He's still working. He wants growth, but with guardrails. Carol is 52 and her score was 72. She's aggressive. She started late, aims to retire at 60, accepts bigger swings. Low-risk investments include fixed deposits. They offer dependable growth, are free from market volatility, and have capital protection up to 200,000 TT dollars. Government bonds offer steady returns, backed by the strength of the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Medium-risk investments. These include debt mutual funds, which are funds that invest in bonds with moderate returns. Higher risk investments, like equity mutual funds. Those invest in stocks with potential for high growth. Dividend stocks. Those are stocks that pay regular dividends. Exchange traded funds, ETFs. Those are diversified stock market investments. Alternative investments, like real estate. You can earn rental income like Airbnb or benefit from property appreciation. Are you ready to learn your number? Book a free 20-minute risk consultation. Come to visit us in the office or we can do a video chat. Tell us your pain points and you can leave with clarity. Next episode, the hidden trap called sequence of returns and risk and how to dodge it with a simple 3-bucket plan. See you then and keep living life financially secure.
We're back with our guest, Rhona Baptiste. So, Rhona, do you think there's power in investing in ourselves, even after 50?
Absolutely. We couldn't do anything without that power of self. So, yeah.
Especially after 50. Yes. We have to invest in ourselves.
You're talking about 50. 50 is babyhood to me. when you cross 80, we typically begins to look like toddlers.
Hysteric festiness there, over 80.
Yeah.
Let us take you now to our Legends segment, about legends who've contributed to our culture and who have embraced a new path in life.
Before there was soca, before Carnival had grand stages and corporate sponsors, there was Slinger Francisco. The world would come to know him as the Mighty Sparrow, the Calypso King of the world.
I went across the border, I live from California to Tijuana, there I met Margarita.
Born in Grand Roy, Grenada, on July 9, 1935, he arrived in Trinidad as a baby, and by 21, he had already claimed the crown. With a bold, brilliant anthem, Jean and Dinah.
So when you bounce up Jean and Dinah, Rosita and Clementina, round the corner posing, bet your life is something they're selling.
But Sparrow wasn't just a singer, he was a master storyteller.
The woman you catch me with in the bed, ready didn't have no place to rest your head. Business closed down, she lost she work. Disappointed, suffering from shock. Only takes you home so to relax and cheer she up.
A sharp-tongued satirist and a fearless voice for the people. From Only a Fool to Melda, his lyrics made us laugh, think, and sometimes blush. He challenged colonialism, questioned hypocrisy, and redefined calypso. They called him the Calypso King of the world, and he wore that crown for over 6 decades. Along the way, he earned Trinidad and Tobago's highest honors, the Shokonia Gold Medal, the Order of the Republic, an honorary doctorate, and the love of a grateful nation. And this year, on July 9th, 2025, the Mighty Sparrow turned 90. The world and the region rose to sing his praises. Though the stage lights have dimmed, his voice still echoes in every joke, every jab, every sweet refrain. He reminds us that art, like the artist, can live forever. The Mighty Sparrow, Calypso's fiercest wit, our eternal king, forever a living legend.
And Sparrow take over.
Before you take your omega-3 supplement, check for the natural products number NPN on the label. This unique code shows that Jameson products have approved rigorous Health Canada testing for safety and effectiveness. Unlike some supplements that carry disclaimers like not approved by the FDA, Jameson Omega-3 is the trusted choice, offering 1800 milligrams of EPA and DHA for heart health. Choose quality. Choose Jameson.
Rhona Medical Laboratory is an A2LA accredited lab with advanced technology for precise results. Our skilled team offers blood tests, urine tests, and more with a commitment to timely and accurate results. Whether you're a healthcare provider or an individual in need of diagnostic testing, we're dedicated to serving you at Rhona Medical Laboratory.
Rhona, how has your journey affected your sense of confidence and connection to the community?
There has always been one driving purpose, even before I ever met Rowan, and I was Trinidad and Tobago. So the sense and purpose of promoting my country, even if you spoke earlier on about traveling and kind of, making, that happened with me after coming back, after 3 years of study in the US. So that drive to purpose and community was always there, even before I went up to the States to study and to return. I was returning to teach at St. Joseph's Company, Court of Spain, for those years. So there was always purposedness in returning to my country to give back some of to the community. Also, I think in studying at the Women's College in Detroit, their main reason for being was a social services give back. It was Nanzadine, but the IHM sisters will go to the public service. I think that was what I,
Blooded of you.
yeah. So coming back to enter politics is just a natural evolution. And then I caught up with Rhona Baptiste, or in fact, he caught up with me at his brother's wedding. And he was in journalism. And I mean, pioneering a whole area of reaching out to the community. That's how we met young people like Stephen and Richard Young and a whole lot of branding young people. So it was a service-oriented life that has seen God has later really.
Can fashion still empower us after 50? What about after 60 or after 70? At this special fashion show fundraiser for the Down Syndrome Family Network, that question takes center stage, and the answers are anything but ordinary. This is where style, age, and inclusion meets, and where runway lights shine on stories of bold reinvention.
Fashion influences style, style influences and suggests the personalities that we are. So at any age, be it 20, 40, 50, ongoing, we could go to a century. And that is very pertinent and relevant and always will be. Fashion definitely sets the tone for who you are for the onlookers looking in. They can suggest whether you are stern, relaxed, playful, easygoing, camp. There's just so much we could know just by a person's sense of style, and all of that is accomplished by fashioning ourselves or costuming ourselves.
For decades, the fashion world glorified youth, leaving older adults out of the frame. But that narrative is changing. Sharon Imbert, once a top model in Trinidad, is now 70 and still lighting up the runway with every step.
I'm Sharon Imbert, and what keeps me walking the runway, because I can do it, I can still do it. People still ask me to do it, and it's a motivation for some of the young models whom I help train. So I show them that it doesn't matter, age is just a number, and I still enjoy it, most important. And I feel really good to be able to do it and communicate with the audience and able to sell the garment that I'm wearing.
Joining the lineup is Giselle Laronde, Trinidad and Tobago's only Miss World, showing grace and elegance don't fade with time.
Well, first of all, it's important for me to continue to do things that I love to do. And I definitely love modeling. I've always loved modeling. And so that's something that if somebody asks me to model, I say, why not? So I enjoy it a lot. And this particular show I like doing specifically because it helps to raise funds for a very good cause. And I love being able to do that as well. You know, I've lived my full life. I'd love to give back, and where I can, I do.
It was important for me to be a part of this production for a number of reasons. One, of course, it's being produced by Richard Young. So anything Richard does, of course, I'll want to support it. That's natural. The second thing is that it treats with a community of advocates, and it is about empowering advocates. And anything that has to do with advocacy and empowerment, you're going to find me there. So, of course, I'm always going to be there supporting both Richard and Lisa Ghani, as well as the powerful cadre of Down syndrome advocates that we are privileged to work with.
So, can fashion still empower us after 50? Yes, and tonight it doesn't just empower, it inspires.
Rhona, what advice would you give someone watching today who feels like it's too late to begin? In a nutshell.
To begin with, it's never ever too late as long as your brains are working. And once they're working over time, you find yourself putting your thoughts, onto paper, or in this case, onto the computer. And in this visit collection of my thoughts, these thoughts, because they represent my soul, I think, you'll find a lot of answers. Talking to myself without going mad. And what's the name there? Soliloquy. A soliloquy is very just that. You talk yourself.
Never too much to the
Yeah, and all these are simply thoughts on how to live, how to love, and
Not for much.
to give. Thank you very much. Without going mad. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rhona, for showing us that the classroom of life never closes.
Thank you very much.
And next week on Living Life, we're taking a bite out of life literally, with an episode all about Caribbean food, flavor, and longevity. Don't miss it.
Bye.
Before you take your omega-3 supplement, check for the natural product number NPN on the label. This unique code shows that Jameson products have approved rigorous Health Canada testing for safety and effectiveness. Unlike some supplements that carry disclaimers like not approved by the FDA, Jameson Omega-3 is the trusted choice, offering 1800 milligrams of EPA and DHA for heart health. Choose quality. Choose Jameson.
At Rhona Medical Clinic, we believe that everyone deserves access to quality healthcare. Whether routine checkups, diagnosis, or treatment, we use the latest technology to offer an array of medical services. Our highly skilled doctors and compassionate staff work together to provide accurate results and minimal wait times. When we say healthcare is our priority, we mean it. Rhona Medical Clinic, world-class healthcare right here in Trinidad and Tobago.